Hello love, welcome to Yoga Life with Amber. I'm Amber and this is the warm-up. So in my other videos, they're 20 minutes or so, a little longer. You know, you kind of have to get going kind of fast because a lot of people don't have a lot of time. So I'm creating this warm-up. It was an awesome idea by Carrie Van Landingham, one of my very close friends. And you can pair it with any of the other sequences just to kind of get your body warm if you're really wanting to get into your breath and arrive on your mat. So thanks for being here. Also, shout out to Jocelyn Steele, one of my followers and my biggest supporter, to be completely honest. She's helped me so much on this YouTube journey. She bought me a new mat. Look at this beautiful mat. So I'm just really grateful for her. I love you, Jocelyn. And whatever mat you're on today, whether you're on the floor, wherever you are, just arrive in that space. So we show up to yoga sometimes and we're there in our bodies, but are we really there? In our minds and our breaths. So just arrive on your mat however you would like. I like to start seated. If you want to start on your backs or your bellies, child's pose, please do that. But wherever you are, begin to notice your breath. I love to start class with just noticing. How's your mind today? Don't judge it. Don't try to change it. Just notice. How are your shoulders? Just do a full body scan from top to bottom, noticing every little part of your body. If something hurts, notice it, let it go. Don't dwell on it today. Just be kind to yourself. And then arriving on your mat, you might take your hands to your belly if you want a little bit of a tactile connection here. Good. And then begin your breath. Notice your breath first and then begin to inhale deeply. Your belly will puff up and press into your hands. Exhale, pull your belly button in towards your spine. And as you do this, conscious breathing, begin to allow your shoulder blades to roll down your back. The slight opening in your collarbone and your chest. Just be with your breath for about 5 breaths here. You might even close your eyes. If you're really feeling spunky, you might notice your ribs expanding on your inhale. So you're breathing not only in your low belly, but into your ribs as well. That's a big, beautiful breath. Good. And you might even invite Ujjayi breath today, victorious breath, where you hear your breath dragging on the back of your throat like the ocean. So nice. Beautiful. So we're just going to open up different parts of our bodies to start. So to take your hands, just roll those wrists around. I'm like using my whole body. But you can just isolate it to the wrist. One direction, the other direction. Keeping the shoulders soft. Good. And then take your hands onto your knees and slowly begin to move your neck from side to side with your breath. Exhale, chin comes to center. Inhale, ear goes over towards your shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Just move from side to side. Some of you will go slower than me with your breath because your breath is a lot longer, maybe. Some of you will be going a little faster because you haven't really gotten into your breath in a deeper way yet. Wherever you are, take a moment to pause. Maybe take the chin towards the sky. Really open up in any sticky spots. And sometimes we want our shoulders to do the work, so we pull our shoulders up. Let your shoulders be really heavy towards the ground. Beautiful. And then take it over to the other side. Any spot that feels kind of sticky, hold and breathe. Maybe moving your chin towards the sky, maybe down towards the earth. So I like to see this arriving on our mat. And exhale, take your chin back to center. Inhale, bring your chin up as just kind of shaking out the cobwebs. So let's take those shoulders back like we're doing a little backstroke with the shoulders. Ooh, 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 ooh. Or maybe a like really sexy dance move. Ooh, 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 ooh. And then shimmy, shimmy. You might even like, I do this all the time with my baby. I make this noise. Get all that junk off your lips. One more time. Good. Inhale, come back up. Reach the arms towards the sky. Big wide arms today. Exhale. Take the elbows down and back. So I have a tendency to want to rib thrust. pull in your belly, but open up through your chest. Inhale up. That's all we're going to do for a couple breaths. Exhale. Kind of lubricating those shoulder joints. 2 more times. 1 more time. Make a noise with your breath. Oh yeah. And then just swing your arms from side to side. I love doing this. Maybe even front to back. Good. It's a little dance here with your upper body. Good. And then take it from side to side with your torso. Woo! I feel like a dancer right now, like a fancy dancer. Sorry, sometimes I make myself laugh. Good. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands in front of you. Place your hands on the earth. Turn your fingers out at first. And then you can turn them away from each other if you'd like, or towards your knees. So really just want to stretch those wrists here. Keep the shoulder bones back. Breathe. Now, if you're like, I could never do that, turn my fingertips towards my body, that's fine. The only goal here is to stretch out your wrists a little bit. Get them ready for all those down dogs. Ooh, ooh. Just kidding. But get them ready for anything. Tabletop, down dog. A lot of time when we start just beginning yoga, or maybe we've been practicing for a long time, we really feel it in our wrists sometimes. That's because we're not really working those fingers. So press those fingers into the ground. Take the weight out of your wrists for 1 more breath. Awesome. Release. As if you have peanut butter on your fingers. Sling it out. Beautiful. Let's roll on to all fours, hands and knees. Good. Place your hands, press into those fingers. I'm 4.5 months postpartum, so I'm really working on that hug. I couldn't even do a tabletop for a really long time, like 2-ish months. And then just shake your hips out. Keep the integrity of the belly muscles hugging in, but be really swift and easy in your hips. Slight bend in your elbows. Awesome. Beautiful. And then walk your hands forward, send your tailbone back for our first child's pose. Easy child's pose. Knees can be together or wide, forehead to the earth. And just take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Really taking your breath into the back of those ribs, back body, as if you could see it rising and falling. And just check in and notice if you've arrived on your mat yet. With every breath, can you clear some space in your mind? And just get yourself ready for practice. And some of you might do this warm-up and then you're like, you know, I'm good for the day. And that's fine too. You don't have to pair this with another video, but you are more than welcome. It's kind of what it's designed for. Inhale, look forward. Place your fingers. Come forward, and then big hip circles all the way around. Chaturanga, arms as you come through. It's just a fancy Sanskrit word for bend those elbows in towards your ribs. Kind of like you're doing a little push-up, and then take it the other direction. Hug that belly in. So we're kind of doing a plank here. This isn't really easy, maybe, but it's a big opening in those hips to get started. Awesome. Beautiful. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Take those hands behind your back. Grab for opposite elbows. Drop your chin towards your chest. On your exhale, inhale, take your chin up and maybe back for a little baby back bend. I'm really hugging in my belly. Good. If you're not postpartum or you don't have a diastasis recti split, then you can always do a little rib thrusting if that feels good. Kind of press things back towards the back bend if you'd like. Exhale, release. Place your hands for our first downward facing dog. Remember, press into those fingers, taking weight out of your wrist, tuck your toes, send your tailbone back. For our first down dog, big bend in your knees, tailbone towards the sky, maybe wag your tailbone a little bit, try to find a curve in your low back. It's actually a pretty big challenge. And then instead of really pressing extremely like this, hug those core muscles in. Press away from the earth actively through the arms. Beautiful. One more deep breath. Beautiful. Slowly walk your feet to the top of your mat. For your first forward fold, take your feet wide here. Bend in the knees. Maybe sway from side to side. Let your neck go. Beautiful. Bending your knees, send your tailbone back. Look forward gently. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, just like that. Inhale, look forward. Shoulder bones down and back. Exhale, forward fold. Good. One more time. Then look forward. Come all the way up. Reach those arms up. Little bend in your hips. Kind of do like a pelvic thrust, like your Carrie would say, pop. Good. So we're opening in these hips and just kind of swaying from side to side. You can even take your hands on your hips. Ooh, 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 ooh. You're welcome. Sound effects. Hopefully you have some good music on. You don't have to listen to me go, oh, oh. We'll swim it back with those shoulders. So I'm really hugging in my core, whether it looks like it or not. I'm hugging in, keeping the integrity of the belly muscle so I can really open up through the front of the hips. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. And we're ready for practice, or this could be all the practice you want to do today. But whatever it is, thank you for joining me. Please subscribe if you like this channel. Hit the ding, ding, ding so you know when there's a new video. You guys are awesome. Namaste for today. I feel warmed up. I feel warmed up.